Hey everyone, welcome to the District Deets podcast, all things happening in the district at Prairie Trail. We're in the Chase Decals studio, and we're going to keep you on the loop on all the events, experiences, and everything that you don't want to miss right here in the heart of Ankeny all summer long. Today's episode is all about summer in the district, but more specifically, live music in the district all summer long. I'm here with Maggie from the District Association. Welcome to the studio, Maggie.
Thank you, Tony.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about acoustics in the district presented by the Daniel Seifert Real Estate Team. We're going to talk about Sips and Songs presented by Prairie Meadows. And then we're going to talk about silent disco. So no live music, but something very unique that we've done out here in the district for a number of years, presented by our new partner this year, Community State Bank. So let's just jump right into it and talk a little bit about a lot of live music out here all summer long in the district.
We love having live music out here in the district, whether it's on patios or on our beautiful stage. We love getting people out here and enjoying the summer weather, visiting the businesses, and just having a good time all summer long.
Yeah, so we talked about acoustics. So those are on Thursday nights. So tell me a little bit about like what that setup looks like. Where can I expect music? What are the times? And when does that run for the season out here?
Yeah, so we kick that off in June. So June through September, every single Thursday night, with the exception of our Nash Nights dates, we have live music out here. We'll have a couple different acoustic musicians each date, and we rotate those around. So you want to look for patio seating. There's lots of great patios out here in the district, from 30 Hop to Grimaldi's, Hidalgo, Wine Styles, McGee's, Wasabi. So we do post where those musicians will be weekly. Those are rotating throughout the district and those businesses. So you can make sure you stake out your spot, if you're really wanting to hit that happy hour early. So 5:30 to 8:30 each week, those musicians will be there and playing and having a great time.
Yeah, so a great way, not only stake your spot, but it's a great Thursday afternoon. If it's beautiful out, do some work from the patio, listen to a little live music, and have a drink of your choice.
Yeah, no, I love that strategy for sure.
And then, and so, that's a great way to kind of kick into the weekend. And then Friday nights, which is kind of our staple out here. We've got a brand new stage last year that we were able to put these artists on. So let's talk about Sips and Songs out here in the park. Beautiful stage. What can we expect from Sips and Songs? And then we'll share some of the artists that are going to be playing out here in just a little bit. So
this is one of our staple events. We do it every single year. We have a ton of fun with it. We've got a fun mix of artists, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but definitely some of our fan favorites, as well as a couple new ones in there.
Yeah, so it's a great way to kind of kick off the weekend. Come out, maybe go to dinner, do some shopping, or you can pick up dinner from a lot of our restaurant partners and bring that into the space. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So takeout from district restaurants is always allowed at Sips and Songs. We don't allow beverages that are from outside businesses into the site, but we do allow district takeouts. So you can grab a pizza at Grimaldi's. You could grab, a nice little board from Wine Styles. Grab something from Tribute or any of the other great businesses.
Yeah, so a lot of great options, family-friendly events.
Absolutely.
So we've got yard games for the kids that are out in the park, family-friendly event. And we've got a great lineup of nice adult beverages. And we also have some mocktails. So tell us a little bit about that.
We do. So last year was the first year we introduced Spritzed. So Spritzed is basically a take on a dirty soda. So we've got products like Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, lemonade that we then add some flavorings to through syrups. They're a lot of fun. And you can mix and match and make your own if you really want to.
And we can do an adult version of that. We've got a great partner down here in the district with Meili Vodka. We can spike those up and make those adult friendly as well, right?
They are adult friendly and they are delicious.
And then we'll get into the dates in a little bit, but 4 nights this year, we're bringing back a popular event to kind of end a few of the evenings with silent disco. Community State Bank. What can we expect from silent disco?
Yeah, silent disco we introduced a couple years ago. It is so much fun, and it just gives us a little bit of way to extend the party a little bit longer without, keeping everybody awake with more live music until midnight.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it before, everybody's wearing headphones, and we have 3 DJs on site that are all playing different songs. So you will see the colors on the headphones change based on what station they're on. You can see what DJ is playing the coolest hit at the time or just the most fun song. People dance throughout the park, and it's a really good time to watch, even if you don't want to participate.
Yeah, so you can watch the conga line going
Yeah.
around the fountain, or watching people sing along to the songs, which is always fun too. So a great lineup this summer, a lot to do in the district. Before we get into kind of the excitement of announcing all the bands, we do this with every single guest we have on the podcast. So what is your MVP pick in the district this week? What's your go-to as we get ready to think about the weekend, think about summer coming? What's your go-to, Maggie?
You know, patio season's fun, but there's a really great spot that is stage side. El Presidente has delicious margaritas,
Yeah.
and they've got this nice little window at the front that just opens up directly across from the park. So you can sit there, you can check out what's going on in the park or any other day of the week, really.
Yeah, so it's got great views of the stage. Margarita seemed to be kind of the go-to out here this
So
year.
good.
Danger was on. He was talking about sitting out on the patio when we were talking about Nash a couple weeks ago. And now El Presidente, they do have, it's a neat spot with that window that opens so you can hear the live music, you can get something to eat, have a great margarita, and not miss out any of the action.
Exactly. I was like, you get the best of all worlds right there.
We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this brand new podcast. First and foremost, we want to start with Chase Decals. They wrapped this amazing wall, created this great space for us. So we really want to thank Josh and the team up in Ames, Iowa. Your brand deserves to be seen everywhere. With Chase Decals, create bold wraps and custom graphics that show off the best your business has. They create designs that stick, literally. Chase Decals, wraps, and graphics that stick to your business. Awesome. Well, let's get into what everybody's been waiting for. We've got an amazing lineup again this year out here in the district, on the stage. So let's go through the dates, and I'll throw the dates out, and you tell me what we have going on, what are our bands, and we'll run through it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna kick things off end of May on the 29th. Who do we have?
Well, we can't start small, so we're just inviting Pork Tornadoes back.
Yeah.
Have a little party in the park.
Little party, a few thousand of our closest friends. So last year we had absolutely beautiful weather that night to kick things off. And then we're gonna end the night with silent disco that evening. So we're gonna start the season off in a big way.
Yeah, we like to start it off strong with a fun group that we know is going to bring all the best songs and keep the crowd really rolling, and then just roll right into that silent disco and keep it going till midnight.
Yeah, so a ton of energy. We're hoping for great weather, kick things off. Come back the next week, June 5th.
Yeah, so June, this one's a new one to our SIPS lineup. We've got Blake Jack coming with his band.
Okay. I think they've played out here before, maybe Summerfest. So I think they've been out to the district. So great band, great live music.
Absolutely.
So looking forward to having those
So
guys
we're
on our
super
sixth
excited.
lineup. So June 12th.
This one is a returning act. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels adds a little bit of a flair to the lineup, a little different to the lineup, and we always love having these guys back.
Yeah, they're a great band. They bring a ton of energy. They've got a lot of throwback songs. So
Yeah.
it's a fun group to have out here in the crowd. You can see people dancing in the park. So a great night with Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. And then in June 19th, who do we have that night?
Yeah, so we're taking that night a little bluesy with the Jenny Grouse Band. We've had them a couple times before. They are a fun group, again, adding a little bit of a different spice to the night, but still a ton of great songs and definitely gets the crowd going.
Yeah, and then we're going to end the night again with silent disco. So June 19th, another night that we're going to keep things rolling out here till midnight. So
Yeah.
June 26th.
June 26th, we have a new band to our lineup, Trainwreck. We've seen them around town before. They played the state fair in some different spots, but we're trying them out here in the district, and we're excited to have them.
Yeah, and then we that kind of wraps up June, and then we get into July, and we're gonna kick things off in July in a big way. Tell us a little bit about that night.
Yeah, so we've got a lot going on that night. Really fun band, new to our district lineup. Jordan Beam is coming out, and super excited. I know he's going to bring some fun flair to the night.
Jordan's going to bring the party. He's texted me a few times. He said, "Let's go. We're going to bring the party to the district and have a heck of a country music night that night." So.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm excited to see what he brings. I think he's got some really fun songs that could lend to that 4th of July celebration.
Yeah, and kicking right into the holiday weekend. We've also got an amazing partnership. This is the second year we've done this. We've got our friends down at Carl Customs. They do a rolling car show every month called Hot Summer Nights. And we've partnered with them this year to bring that party back, bring those cars back to the district that night.
Last year was the first year that we brought them out to the district for this 4th of July celebration. It was a lot of fun. So you can not only come and enjoy a great band, but you can check out some amazing cars as well. So these guys will be parking out in the district. They're very friendly and happy to talk to you a little more about their cars. We saw a little bit of everything last year at this particular show. And, we're really excited to be working with them again this year.
Yeah, everything from hot rods to late model, cars to just a lot of neat stuff to look at.
Yeah.
And, I was talking to the team the other day and talking to Brett Moyer and Scott Johnson and Jamie over there. And they're going to do something special this year. So we all know Carl Moyer, is passed away, but the family has kept a few of his prized vehicles that was in his personal collection. So they've got some special cars left that they're gonna bring those out for summer nights that night, and you get a rare glimpse into the cars that were special to him. You got to come out and see it.
Oh, of course. That's why we've seen a few of his cars out on the site before, and they're all amazing. I was like, regardless of which ones they bring, I'm sure these are the absolute best.
Yeah, so we're super excited. And then before we get to Silent Disco, we're going to have some fireworks.
Oh, of course. You can't have a 4th of July show without some fireworks, There's only a couple nights in the district that we do fireworks, and this is definitely one of them. And a great way to kick off the holiday weekend.
Yeah, great way going into the July 4th weekend. Come out, hang out with us, Jordan Beam, Carl Customs, fireworks and Silent Disco that night. Keep the party going and then just roll right into the holiday.
Exactly.
So, just plan a long weekend, right? That's what I would say is just take Thursday off through Monday and
you can party in the district all weekend if you like. We've got the hotels and the restaurants would love to have you.
Yeah, great hotels, great restaurants. We got fitness get up in the morning, work out, and then you keep the party going, right?
We've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get the rest of the lineup here for July. So we take a week off, Summerfest in the district. So we're really looking forward to that. Then we come back on July 17th. Who do we have?
This is one of my favorites, Dueling Pianos. They just have such a high level of crowd interaction and participation. You really never know what people are going to request that night,
right.
But it's always a fun party. People dancing and everything out in the park that night.
Yeah, so they're taking requests. They've come off the stage with microphones, getting people to sing along with them, asking for requests out in the crowd. So those guys bring the fun, and we're looking forward to having them back this year. And then July 24th.
July 24th, we don't have any bands that we're not excited about, but we're excited about Oreo Meat Wagon, bringing them back. They're one that comes back year after year. We just love having them out here. They are so fun and play all of those favorite hits.
Yeah, so a great lineup, and then we're gonna end the season July 31st.
Well, we got to close out the season with a bang, too. Yeah. So we invited our friends at Standing Hampton back to help us close out the season with, a fabulous concert and then more silent disco to top it off.
Yeah, so those guys, they've got a great following, great local following. They bring the fun as well. So what an amazing lineup this year. Like, I'm excited. I think Friday nights in the district, they're going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, of course. That's why I have a hard time truly picking which one I think is going to be the best show. Every single time we put a lineup together, and this year's no different. There's just so much fun in that lineup. And, we always try and pick a couple new bands in there. And we're really excited to see what the reaction is to these guys.
Yeah, in the beautiful space in the district. So I want to talk real quick about opportunities. So if you're a corporate business, if you want to throw a big party this summer, we've got an amazing VIP tent area. We have a few select dates that are still open. So tell us a little bit about if somebody wants to be in the VIP tent, what that may look like to throw a big party out here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So for Sips and Songs, we do a hosted VIP. So that is a party just for that particular business and their clients. We have space to do up to 3 different groups each week. So we've got 2 under our black shade structure that's beautiful down right next to the stage. These are set with, a private bar in there. We've got patio furniture that we put out, and you have a dedicated space that is right next to the stage. So we get one group that's a little bit closer and one group that's a little bit further back. So depending on your group's preferences, you want to be right in the middle of the party, you probably want that front tent.
Yeah.
If you want to be a little bit further back, we've got that other side of the shade structure, or we have our white tent that's back in the park by the fountain that's also available for that third group as well.
Yeah, I think last year we had a big birthday party out there, right?
We did, yeah. That's like birthday party, corporate picnic, client appreciation event.
Yeah.
It's pretty much open to what you want to make out of it. So we do have a package that goes with that as far as drinks, and then you can add on food as well, and we take care of all the details for you.
Yeah, so your team's great. You guys take care of all the details. So really, somebody just needs to give us the date, line it up, and you guys are going to take care of it.
Yeah, I was like, you got to send out your invites and tell me how many people are coming, but we will take it from there.
Yeah, well, it's awesome to hear all the great things. I mean, Thursdays, Fridays, we've got a lot of things going on out here. We've got a lot of great partners, a lot of great sponsors this year helping us put all this live music on right here in the heart of Ankeny in the district. So I'm excited.
Me too.
I think it's going to be an amazing season. The lineup is amazing, and a lot of fun stuff going on all summer out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to shape up to be a great summer here in the district, a lot of live music. So I want to thank Maggie from the District Association for coming out. We definitely want to thank our sponsors, Prairie Meadows, CSB, Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team. I mean, without those guys sponsoring these great events, we can't put things on like this out here for our community. So another addition, we just talked about Nash, so now we've got the rest of the lineup out there. Follow us on social media, go to the website, make your plans going into the weekend or start early on Thursdays, right?
I say come back every night.
Every Friday, get some food from our great restaurant partners. Come out and hang out with us. We're going to have a lot of fun, and make sure that you guys stay tuned to the District Deets podcast. We're going to be talking this summer a lot with a lot of our sponsors. Maybe we can get some of the bands in here with us, talking a little bit about what they're going to do. But we want to talk to our sponsors, we want to talk to our tenants out here and just share everything we have going on in the district. There's always something happening out here, and it's going to be a fun summer. I can't wait.